r/ask Reddit. Teachers of Reddit. What is the most unprofessional thing one of the staff did at school? What happened because of it? Threw a chair and called a kid an asshole. He grabbed his stuff, then walked out of the classroom and told the secretary he was going home. He came back the next day, but he was eventually fired for it. French teachers used to swear at each other all the time or when a student made a mistake. No knew because most people there got forced to take French and no one wanted to. In my high school physics class, one of my classmates asked a question. The teacher's response didn't answer the question, so my classmate said, "That's not what I meant." What I meant was, the teacher then started yelling at him, telling him that he was disrupting the class and so on. When the teacher walked away, my classmate turned to me and said he didn't know the answer. I nodded as this is exactly what had happened. Was a student in this lesson. English teacher is the wife of the maths teacher but is sleeping with the PE teacher. The maths teacher must have found out during the middle of the day because he took a cricket bat and battered the PE teacher with it whilst the lesson was going on. English teacher got fed up and shoved everything off a student's desk before knocking it completely over. Then she told her to pick it all up. Vice principal in high school got fired for hitting on girls at school. Dude was a massive dickhead. He would interrupt classes just to yell at one kid for not having his shirt tucked in. The teacher took him aside and laid into him out in the hall for doing that. Shit was kinda cool. Old deputy head at another school before this one. He used to walk around spinning his keys on his finger so he could drop them under girls' desks and bend down to pick them up. Not at all subtle about it either. Not just a hoops clumsy me. No, he would do it 5 or 6 times in the space of a few minutes. Lots of us reported him many times. He was best buddies with the head, so it took an age to get anything done about him. He was suspended but still on the books when I left. No idea what came of it in the end. I'm a student. Our district superintendent is currently in jail for stealing education materials from the elementary schools and using the district credit card to pay for everything from car repairs to student loans. There's apparently a whole ring of people that were involved and are waiting to be found out. It makes me sick. Not a teacher but still worth mentioning. A friend of mine once was fighting with another student in the middle of the lesson and then the dude broke my friend's finger. He told the teacher and she told him to sit down and wait till the lesson was over if he wanted to go get a cooling pack. Last one. I've mentioned this elsewhere on Reddit, but once. We had a sub in a 3rd grade classroom the day before Christmas break. This classroom had Elf on the Shelf. For those of you not familiar, one of the rules WRT Elf of the Shelf is that you are not supposed to touch it, or it will lose its magic. Well, the sub didn't know this, and he touched the elf. The kids freaked out, and told that sub that you can't touch the elf unless you have special permission from Santa. Now, any reasonable adult would have responded, "I do have permission from Santa, so it's fine." Not this guy. This guy turned to a room full of 8-year-olds and said Santa isn't real. And I feel sorry for you if your parents are raising you in that lifestyle. We sent a classroom full of 3rd graders home in tears, having just told them the truth about Santa the day before Christmas break. Sub got fired, but he did feel bad enough about it to write a letter of apology. Also, that school never did Elf on the Shelf again. Thanks for watching, mate. Make sure to smash that star button for more high quality content.